I think I'll take one photo for my pickup episode.
Why don't you try it now?
Oh yeah, Mike. Look.
Yeah, they got a different email.
Now?
Yeah.
I'll take one of them.
Yeah. That should be a requirement. No, I would normally do when
I'll do it some.
That's a bad idea.
What if I just Where? Over there is
Latch.
Oh, that's she just wait. You want the previous one? There's a way.
Good evening, everyone. For being here this evening as our sixth graders here to perform their first band concert, and I can say they're all excited. I know they are very excited. We are very fortunate to have my office right above the band room, and so I can tell you how much they've improved. It's lovely to hear them. It really is. And you start to kind of tap your foot as you're working, and sometimes they'll miss a note, and you're like, "Ooh, missed that one." but they get some, it's just awesome to hear. And that's one thing that in a couple years when our 6th grade does move over to the middle school from the intermediate, that's one thing that we are going to miss is having the building. And so for the students that we will miss. But they do such a wonderful job, and just want to make sure you know that it's like every year they get better and better. And I don't want the other years before us to get aggravated or upset by that. I just feel like for whatever reason they just keep getting better. And so it's awesome to hear them. Thank you for being here tonight. And I'm going to hand over to Mr. Lorenz and Ms. Sikelski. If you can see her in the back, she actually helps back there. So without further ado, your 6th grade band.
Thank you very much for coming out here this evening. That was our very first song. It was a full band arrangement. That means that every instrument has its own part. We, of course, sounded like, except it sounds better now. We'll start one instrument at a time. With our flutes on their head joints, they can leave the end hole open and it's a nice high-pitched sound. Or if they cover it, they can make a lower noise. All right. And then we're going into our double reeds. It's one of our smallest sections. We have the oboes, and it's a unique sound, the oboe reed. And we also have a couple high schoolers helping us out tonight. Mackenzie's playing bassoon. She's just learning this semester. And it's a similar reed to the oboe. Very good. And going to our single reeds, the saxophone, the alto, a little bigger, a little deeper. We're going to skip one section. We're going to move over to brass. Trumpets are the I don't need to make the jokes. You can make the jokes. Our French horns is sounds like this. Very nice. Trombone. And I skipped one. The clarinets with their mouth and barrel sound like this. Band teachers can love. We've also got a few percussion things we'll introduce to you. Stella, what the snare drum sounds like when it's turned on. Very nice. And Thomas is going to show that with the snares turned off. And we also have the xylophones that you should be hearing at home, I hope. Garrett, play some xylophone. We're working on the rest of that song. So that is very beginning stuff. Pretty quickly we got the whole instrument assembled. Where to put our hands, all that. Our first notes, and that is the next song. It's line number 1 in the book called Away We Go. probably the first song you would actually recognize outside of the song in the book. We have learned quarter notes by this point, so again, we're getting a little faster with what we're doing. Instrument percussion world. Hey Jude. What was the thing I was supposed to say, Miss Kelsey? Oh, don't be afraid. That was right. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. Show us the triangle. All right, this is called Rain Rain. This next song is very important to us. By this song, we had learned a couple more notes. We have 5 and quarter notes. Folk song featuring a group that its subject matter. This is Go Tell. All right. The next one we've got. Hopefully, you noticed in the program you met. Most of them are pretty quick. This isn't going to take 2 hours today. Group has only met. They have more than one going at a time. That's only symbol by what they repeat. I'm going to play it twice as well. You're going to hear half of them, so it's not any particular instrument on any part, but half of them will play the part, half will play the beat part. When they repeat, see if you can tell that they switch parts. We're going to play it twice. This is called Love Somebody. A group of people, and tutti, which means everyone playing, and it's a funny word. We're going to hear 4 different solis, or sections of instruments. So the first soli, you should hear the flutes, the oboes, and the batoon. The second soli will be the third will For this next one, we had to learn a fun geography fact or historical monument fact. Did you know that London Bridge is no longer located in London? When it was falling down, the owner of the Husqvarna Chainsaw Company bought it and had it shipped over to America. What state is it in now? Arizona! Lake Havasu City, Arizona. If you make enough chainsaws, you can buy a bridge. We're also, on this one, going to feature for his debut, our cadet teacher, senior, Anthony Frigeria. So this is London Bridge. Thank you, Anthony. That's not as easy as it looks, huh? Great. This one we got for a bit of an enigma. How and Beethoven a Russian folk song, but this is Beethoven's Russian folk song. By the time we got to this next page of a few Christmas songs, it was just about Christmas time, so we figured we ought to learn a few. This first one is this little obscure one we've heard called Jingle Bells. It's got a concept of first and second endings, so our road map will get through a song is a little more complicated. We got new plus the new update. Thank you, sir. All right, so this is Jingle Bells, and also this is these next two are trios. You're going to hear 3 different parts happening. So, Jingle Bells. Added 8 notes to the play. You're doing that every year till you retire, right? Next one, I might need to apologize to some of you if you've been asked to go to Taco Bell to get Baja Blast all the time. There might be a few names. This was one of our test lines, and we've got another new instrument. Spencer, let's hear the claves. Baja Blast Taco something. The next one we've got for you was another test line. You should have heard at home a good bit. This one introduced ties and slurs, so you can tie 2 notes that are the same pitch together to make a different pitches. We've also got our 8th notes. They're moving around into different beats in the song. And Siler, we have another new one. Show us the... Variations. We learned about theme and variation. The theme being, the main melody in a normal song. The variation, where we give it a little something. You're going to play a good old P-I-N-G-O, and then you're going to hear them play a variation. We've also got another new instrument on this one. Angel, let's hear some tambourine. Excellent. This is first the theme, and then the variation of E-I-N-G-O. Our next song we have tonight, new three time measure 3. We've also got pickups, and we have another new percussion instrument. One of my favorite instruments, the wood block. And you probably appreciate this song at home, even if you don't realize. This is the first one where we learned that there are other volumes that aren't as loud as possible. We have more here. This is I've Just Come From Sydney. Tour continues. We're moving over to Europe. This is from a French opera. If you're like me, you grew up Orpheus Underworld. And this one, the first time, all the way, it goes from the top to the bottom. It doesn't go both directions. Okay. We're down to our last one this evening. Before we play that, I'd like to thank a few people. Mrs. Sikowski, again, she's hanging out back there. And we've also got, I mentioned earlier, we have our two high school